Hello, my name's Garrett Risley with Remax Realty Associates, and today I'm joined with Cole Barnhart, who graduated from Mahomet Seymour in 2019, and then he's been the owner here at the Barbell Barn since 2022. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks for having me. And don't forget Tig.
Yeah, we're
Tig's
joined
in
by
here
Tig
too.
as well,
Yep, there she is.
the Barbell Barn mascot.
She's something like that.
So, just after graduating high school, right, 3 years later, you're coming into ownership of the Barbell Barn.
Yeah.
So, had that been kind of a lifelong dream of yours? And if so, awesome. Tell me about that. But then, what was the process like coming into ownership?
Owning a gym wasn't exactly a dream. I knew I wanted to do something,
Okay.
but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay.
The drive was there. I just didn't know what direction I wanted to take it in.
Sure.
So this place was kind of laid in front of me. Glory to God for doing that for me. But this had a great foundation already. As Fit Tech Fitness Center, that's what it was prior to me buying it.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful foundation. The ladies who ran this place were awesome. So it really made stepping into that leadership role super easy.
Okay.
Yep.
Love it. So every gym takes on its own personality, right? And it attracts a certain clientele. So what is it about the Barbell Barn that attracts the clientele that you have here, or what sets it apart from other gyms in the area?
I don't. This was the only question that I had that kind of stumped me a little bit because
Sure.
I feel like we're still young. We don't have that. We haven't been able to form, that personality yet.
Sure.
We were starting to get the real good, tight knit community that every gym wants to have, but it's also just a work in progress. And I've got members as young as 4 and 5 years old, all the way up to 93. So it's like we're just a hodgepodge of people that have come together with like-minded goals.
Awesome. Well, I will say the one thing that I can say confidently that sets you apart from most gyms that I've been to is not a lot of other gyms would have a dog joining us on an interview.
Yeah.
So you've got
The dog's
covered.
nice.
And I love
Tig's
it.
nice. Everybody likes the dog.
Everybody likes the dog.
Yeah,
I love
everybody
it.
likes the dog.
So you have a couple trainers on staff here. So can you just give me a brief kind of synopsis on their names and then what they're doing here for you?
Totally. So I've got 3 trainers.
3 trainers. Okay.
Yep. So we've got Jeannie Ingram. She was one of the ladies that ran the place before. So she still works here. She's been working at the same place for the same building for the past 20 years almost.
Okay.
Super experienced lady. But she specializes in the general fitness aspect of the gym.
Okay.
I'd say that's kind of what her speciality is. And then we've got another guy named Kyle Johnson. He's actually a graduate of my class as well. I'd say he's good with the general population as well. But if you want to get into moving some heavy weight, get into maybe more of the powerlifting side of this stuff, or even more of the bodybuilding realm, he's definitely your guy. He's been competing in powerlifting for about 3 years now. He's got good numbers, and he's a great coach. He's been training me for a little over a year now, and it's been nothing but bliss.
Okay.
And the last guy that I'd like to talk about, his name's Lou. Lou just started training for us last month, and
great powerlifting name, Lou.
Yeah, Lou Hernandez. So he. I can't even, I need a piece of paper to list out his qualifications. I know he's got like a couple different degrees, master's degrees, a couple different bachelor's degrees in exercise science and exercise physiology, stuff like that.
Okay.
I know he's trained, anybody from like Olympic level all the way up to NFL level.
Okay.
He worked at the U of I for, I believe, upwards of a decade as one of their strength and conditioning coach. So he's a super great guy, but he's definitely focused towards, more the athletes.
Yep.
So we're trying to get him, get his name out there and get that going. But again, he just kind of started working for us for about a month ago.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So just from following you on social medias, I can tell that it's very apparent that you're always looking to improve, and you kind of touched on it that you're still a young gym.
Right.
Yep. So you're always looking to improve. The bigger, faster, stronger, whatever is the newest. Yep. So you added supplements to your shop. You have new trainers on staff. You're always getting new equipment.
Right.
So what's been a recent update that you guys have done, or what's something that you guys are looking forward to adding here in the near future?
And again, it kind of goes back to us being a newer gym, or not a newer gym, but there was just things that, again, it was a great base when I bought the place, but there was just things that I felt that were missing.
Sure.
And lately we've been bringing in a lot of powerlifting stuff, things that align with different federations that run across the United States. So USAPL is one big one, and then Powerlifting America is another big one. And both of those federations kind of control the powerlifting community here in the U.S. And you have to have certain pieces of equipment to be able to participate in those meets.
Got it.
And if you want to attract those clientele, you got to be able to have that equipment that they're going to use in the meets.
Yep.
So we've been bringing in a lot of that type of stuff lately. Here in the next few weeks, we're going to bring in a few different comp style benches and something called a monolift. It's this big monstrosity. It's like 9 feet tall. It's just big squat rack and whatever. It's nothing super fancy, but it's just things that I think most gyms should have, and we don't have it yet. So it's on the big checklist, and we're checking those off as we go along.
So you'd say that if there's somebody in the area that's interested in competitive competition lifting, like you're going to have them covered. If there's something that they need, like, hey, I'm going to these competitions and this is an apparatus that they have that they're using that you don't have, you'd be like, okay, maybe we get that then.
Yep. Okay. Definitely. And that's something that I've worked with, as we've come along over these past, I'd say maybe like a year and a half. I have been working with the clientele that we've been bringing in, asking them what they need, and talking to different, different people in those different federations, USAPL and PA, talking to them and figuring out what equipment I need to be able to pull those people in or, run the meet. We just had our first meet, our first USAPL meet back in May. Okay. And that was a huge success and whatnot. But it was a federated meet. We broke some state records. It was a good time.
Okay, good for you. That's awesome. I love that, because I think that sets you apart from most other gyms that they're not bringing in Olympic equipment. They're bringing in more aerobics machines.
Right.
So you definitely have a clientele that you're working towards there.
Correct.
And I can appreciate that.
Right.
So my last question. What is your favorite lift and least favorite lift to do? Monday morning, what's your go-to? And then what are you saving for the very end of your week? Like, if I don't get to it, no big deal.
Yeah. So for me, I absolutely love squats. It's the mom. It's the mother of all movements. That's what some people call it. Okay. So it's like, I absolutely love barbell back squats. It's like my favorite movement ever. It always has been.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, well,
awesome. I
absolutely, I despise deadlifting, and that's the other movement that I have to do every week. So it's one of those things. I have fun, and then it's like I don't have fun, but it's still a good time.
I love it, and I love that you say I have to do it. Like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's part of the commitment, and I understand that this is my philosophy of living a strong and healthy life, and being fruitful in my life, and I'm going to stick to it.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, Cole. Yeah. I know that you're nothing but busy. So thank you again.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You bet. And for those of you that are viewing, that's another episode of Mahomet's People to Know. Thank you. Awesome. You were great.
Boom. Nailed it.
Appreciate you.
Yep.